Здравствуйте. 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 Раз, два, три. Раз, два, три. В общем, всем привет. Сегодня мы снова побегаем Хогвартс. Поисследуем мир. Всем приятного просмотра, я буду потихоньку начинать.
Snitches. And why was he so certain about where we could find one?
Isn't Moonstone all around us? Why retrieve one from a cave?
Knowing centaurs, I suspect he's referring to a specific moonstone. We'll likely know it when we see it.
I don't know, but I am inclined to believe him, what with his being a centaur and all.
I am too. It is a shame how quickly he left. What was his name? Doran.
That's what the leader of the herd called him.
Well, if Doran knows something we don't, I'd rather act now and ask questions later. I can head to the library and start looking into the cave you mentioned. I'll let you know what I find.
Levioso! Accio! Incendio! Defendo! Revelio!
Confringo! Confringo! Incendio!
Confringo! Levioso!
You can do better than that.
Accio! Incendio! Revelio! Arresto momentum.
I've heard several quieter than you.
Bombarda.
Show yourself. Is that you, Royler?
Glacius. Accio. Levioso. Defendo.
Running home.
Incendio. Protego. Incendio.
Reducto.
Levioso.
Tiger. Reducto.
Glacius. Incendio. Defendo.
What have you done?
Glacius. Accio. Incendio. Revelio.
Always got me weak for that. Who's fine? Rolling in the legs like a little lost lamb, running his cold story into my voice. Don't know exactly where I am.
Imperio.
What's this? Back for more.
Crucio. Arresto momentum. Bomba. Glacius. Capulso. Confringo. Expelliarmus. Levioso. Accio. Defender. Incendio.
Come back here.
Leviosa.
Go down as easy.
Accio. Incendio. Defender.
What have you done? Clever.
Crucio. Bombarda. Arresto Momentum. Glacius. Expelliarmus. Confringo. Revelio. Confringo. Glacius. Capulso. Confringo. Expelliarmus. Revelio.
Before you go poking about the
Confringo! You will not Confringo! Incendio! Confringo! You will pay for that!
Crucio. Imperial. Arresto Momentum.
Quite a few of my friends in the ground.
Descender.
Incendio! Oh, it's a bit like, being on fire.
Glacius. Confringo. Expelliarmus. Leviosa. Incendio. Defendo. Crucio. Arresto Momentum. Bombarda. Imperial. Glacius. Confringo. Expelliarmus. Defendo. Leviosa. Incendio. Accio. Crucio. Glacius. Confringo. Expelliarmus. Bombarda. Incendio. Defendo. Imperial. Bombarda. Expelliarmus. Confringo. Arresto Momentum. Crucio. Arresto Momentum. Bombarda. Confringo. Revelio.
I don't know why you don't just get a snitch from inside.
Welcome back.
Hello, Professor. I have news. The goblins are looking for something. Another repository. They've built drills to help with their search.
Most troubling.
Are these repositories like the broken container I found at Rookwood Castle?
They are. I fear we have no time to lose. Have a look at the map. Fortunately, the next trial is fairly nearby.
It's Hogwarts.
As you know, I was headmistress in my time. My portrait hangs in the headmaster's office. In fact, I witnessed Professor Black learn of your arrival. And I'll confess that I wondered about you.
Wait, is the next trial in the headmaster's office?
It is. I had hoped that when the time came, the occupant of that office would be of help to us. Unfortunately, this headmaster seems wildly unconcerned with anything but himself. You'll need to access the office while he's away.
I understand. Very well. I'll find some way to get in.
Good. I shall meet you in my portrait there. Until then.
How will I gain access to the headmaster's office? Perhaps to do. Revelio. Revelio. Aloha Mora. Revelio. 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 Mine now, demi guys.
Thank you for your persistence and cleverness. I confronted Piers about it and he confessed straight away, the old rascal. We've agreed to let bygones be bygones. Don't forget to say hello the next time you're in the Three Broomsticks. Thrilled to be back there again.
Professor Fig, the Keepers have shown me where the next trial is.
Has something changed?
Lodgok and I have learned that the goblins are searching for another repository, like the one we saw at Rookwood Castle. And I discovered that they're building massive drills to help in their search. Professor Fitzgerald seemed very concerned.
I see. Ranrock clearly knows even more than we suspected.
And sir, there's something else. Lodgok knew Miriam.
He knew Miriam?
They encountered each other at Rookwood Castle. She was doing research. That's where she found the container with the portkey. He liked her so much that he let her leave with it, despite orders from Ranrock.
I don't know what to say. She could win over almost anyone. I want to hear more of this. And, in fact, I'd like to speak with Lodgok directly. But we've no time now. Where is the next trial?
Believe it or not, it's in the headmaster's office.
Incredible. All right. You'll need the password to get past the stone gargoyle. The headmaster's house elf will know it.
I've actually met Scrope, but I'm not sure he'll tell me. He's rather devoted to the Black family.
He is. So you'll need a disguise. I have just the thing. A polyjuice potion. You'll look and sound like Professor Black.
Wait, doesn't Polyjuice Potion require a bit of the person you want to change into? And take ages to brew?
It does.
So how do you already have Polyjuice Potion to change into Professor Black?
One never knows when such a thing may come in handy. Let's just say I felt the need to be prepared for anything after my fruitless trip to the ministry on his behalf. Now, time is of the essence. Drink up and I shall explain more. How do you feel?
Incredible. I won't forget that taste anytime soon. How do I sound?
Convincing. I've taken the liberty of transfiguring your robes. As we discussed, you'll need the password from Scrope, who could be anywhere in the castle. You might look for Professor Kagawa. She's taken to badgering the poor elf about Quidditch in the hopes that he can convince Black to change his mind. Thus far, unsuccessfully.
I see. But what if Professor Black sees me?
Leave him to me. I shall tell him where to meet a liaison from the ministry in Hogsmeade. That should give you plenty of time.
Thank you, Professor. I suppose we'll meet again in the map chamber.
It's rather strange to hear gratitude coming from Professor Black. I'll see you there.
Now to find the headmaster's house elf.
Do you have a moment, Professor? Professor, I was hoping to catch you.
Places to be, Professor Sharp. Places to be.
Of course, sir. Only... you'd asked me about a particular potion, and I
did? I did, yes. Well, spit it out, Sharp. I don't have all day.
Probably best not to discuss it here, sir.
I assure you, Sharp, you may speak freely.
Very well. I've brewed the cure for boils you wanted. I can drop it by your office when it's convenient.
Of course, yes. No need for all the cloak and dagger. Simply have a student deliver it.
A student. Very well, sir, if you insist.
I do. And thank you, Sharp. I just hope you've brewed enough for all my boils.
Now, to determine which...
When I witnessed what passes for magic in these halls, I simply mourn for the future of the wizarding world. I haven't time for any of you at the moment. None. None.
What could the headmaster want?
Stand proud, purebloods. The future is yours.
Headmaster? Yeah, what could he want?
Greetings. I mean, out of my way, children.
Professor, a word? Professor Black? Again, it is not too late to reconsider your decision regarding Quidditch. We could still have trials and a somewhat shortened season. It would be better than none at all.
But the injury, Madam Kogawa.
Professor, more than one student has taken a bludger to the head on our pitch. I dare say it knocked some sense into them. And they are fine now. The fact that it happened to be a pureblood, well, that's no reason to...
What nonsense! That you would trivialize the health of a student over a silly game.
A silly game? You are quite impossible sometimes. Sir, I've a good mind to write to the Department of Magical Games and Sports at the Ministry about you.
Good idea. I can even provide the parchment should you need it. Now, where is my elf?
Parchment? Very well, I will, and with pleasure. And I spotted Scrope in the Great Hall. Seems to be avoiding me.
I wonder why. Good day, Madam Kogawa.
What did we do to deserve him as a...
Chewing with your mouth open? Where are your manners?
I die of embarrassment.
Headmaster, I hope it's not about anything I've been doing.
You call that a shine on those boots? Do better!
Professor, a word, please. Hello, Professor Black.
Ah, Professor Weasley. How delightful to see you.
Sir?
Since I have you here, I wonder if I might, speak with you about Professor Fig.
Oh, very well.
I've decided to give him a bit more, leeway with his time.
Leeway, Professor? Are you sure that's wise? I confess I do worry for his students. He's rarely here as it is.
I realize that, and I'd like to keep it that way.
I see. But, sir, if I may, I am wary of how much time the new fifth year seems to be spending away from the castle, supposedly on Professor Fig's behalf. I've heard unsettling rumors of their escapades. Everything from sneaking into the Forbidden Forest to confronting Ranrock's loyalists and Rookwood's lot.
What? Goodness. You cannot believe everything you hear, Professor. No, you cannot. I mean, I shall keep an eye on Fig. You simply keep doing the wonderful job that you're doing. Simply wonderful.
Thank you. But I'm happy to look into...
Good. That'll be all, Weasley. I mean, Professor Weasley. Good day.
A wonderful job. Leeway for Professor Fig? I shall never understand that.
That ought to give Professor Fig some breathing room.
Scrope's as hard a worker as any house elf.
Scrope!
Oh, greetings, Master.
Remind me of the password to my office.
Oh, but Master made Scrope swear never to tell anyone, even Master himself.
And now I'm telling you that you can tell me.
Yes, sir. Of course, sir. Scrope begs forgiveness. It is the Black family motto, Master.
Right. Of course.
Master does remember it.
It's pure bloods forever, isn't it?
Close, Master. Scrope thinks Master is indeed testing Scrope. It is always pure.
Obviously.
And, of course, as Master knows, in French.
Ah! Yes, of course. I order you to pronounce it for me.
Oh, Master knows that Scrope's French is most pitiful. Oh, very well. Toujours pure.
There is another matter, Scrope. I confiscated this filthy diary from a student. It smells of squid and seawater.
Oh, Apollonia's diary. That is quite a surprise, Master. What do you wish Scrope to do with this treasure? Rubbish.
Whatever you wish, Scrope. It's your treasure. Now, off with you. The polyjuice potions were... Ahem! Attention, students! I hereby decree that the Great Hall be forthwith decorated in the stunning banners of Slytherin. I shall be taking no questions at this time. Or ever. Made it just in time. It's wearing off.
Fig was right. I can't believe it worked. Now to speak the password to the gargoyle. Revelio. 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 Aloha Mora. Revelio. Revelio. Aloha Mora. Revelio. Revelio. The gargoyle. That's where I need to speak the password. Toujours pure. I wonder if all the elite wizarding families have a motto. Revelio. Aloha Mora. Revelio. Revelio. Aloha Mora. Revelio.
It's good to see you.
All thanks to Professor Fig's quick thinking. Now what?
Approach the pedestal in the antechamber and read the book that appears.
What can I expect to find in the book?
A story. I cannot say more. You may recognize some elements of it, as I was inspired by a tale with which many wizarding children are familiar.
I suspect there will be more to this than reading a book.
Your suspicions are correct. We shall speak when you are finished.
Has this been under the headmaster's nose all this time? Revelio! Aloha Mora. Revelio. Revelio. That must be the pedestal. Revelio. Where am I? Professor Fitzgerald? Can you hear me?
I am here. In this place. You may call me Neve. You shall be witness to a fable. Pay attention. Things are not always as they seem. You must move swiftly and cautiously. Use the tools you encounter to find me. In this place, as in life, death takes many forms. Avoid each of them at all costs.
I should have run when I could. I'd be free by now.
This is my chance. Come and leave. I need to time this just right. I see a staircase straight ahead. A ladder. Perhaps they won't be able to find me if I go up there. They're gone. For now. I need to get out of here. Where could Neve be? Too many. I must cross this road as fast as I can. That's where I need to go, but I need to find a way past them. I'd best move while I can. Neve must be here somewhere. Too many. I must cross this road as fast as I can. That's where I need to go, but I need to find a way past them. Nothing this way, but more danger. There must be another way to find you. I need to turn back. There's no getting past them that way. Like the only safe way forward. Closed tight. No way but forward, I suppose. Now's my chance. That's the way forward. Can this be? I think I'm invisible. They can't see me at all. I can get closer to them. This is the way forward. Finally free. Now where are you, Neve?
You have outrun death thus far, but have yet to find me. Keep searching, but this time you will be unable to hide. Wield the wand you see before you. Do not squander its extraordinary power.
Felt such power. Bombarder! Bombarder! Defender! Bombarder! Defender! Bombarder! Defender! Bombarder! Bombarder! Descender! Defender! Bombarder! Depulsor! Revelio! Bombarder! Defender! Bombarder! Defender! Depulsor! Descender! Bombarder! Descender! Defender! Bombarder!
Bombarda. Defender. Bombarda. Descendo. Defender. Bombarda. Depulso. Descendo. Bombarda. Descendo. Protego. Bombarda. Descendo. Depulso. Defendo. Bombarda. Depulso. Descendo. Bombarda. Defendo. Bombarda. Defendo. Depulso. Descendo. Bombarda. Defendo. Bombarda. Depulso. Descendo. Depulso. Bombarda. Defendo. Depulso. Bombarda. Descendo. Defender. Bombarda. Defender. Bombarda. Descender. Defender. Bombarda. Revelio.
Stone. This must be for me.
Far from finished. Pass through the mourners ahead. Nothing is what it seems.
She's gone. Dear, sweet Neve. Dead.
Neve! May her memory be a treasure to us forever.
You found me, but you cannot undo what has been done. The magic of the stone can only conjure a shadow of my former self. But there is no light without shadow, as there is no shadow without light. Simply because you can eliminate darkness does not always mean that you should. Remember that as you witness my memory.
Isadora, what you did for your father was remarkable.
Well, wasn't it? And Percival needn't worry about the strands of emotion or the traces that this magic leaves. I found a way to contain all of it.
You haven't stopped.
Goblin Silver.
You spoke to a goblin about this.
Don't worry, he has no idea what we're containing.
We don't know what effect any of this may have. The emotions, the dark traits.
You sound like Percival. And as it happens, I do know. It is a source of strength, of focus. Somehow it enhances my ability to wield magic.
I don't follow, Isadora.
I think we can harness it.
Power like this is not to be toyed with. In the wrong hands.
You saw what I did for my father. Only imagine the good we could do. Everyone is in some kind of pain.
What are you doing?
Breathe it in. Can you feel it?
Oh, Isadora. This must stop. All of it.
You've kept this power to yourselves for so long because you fear it. I choose to embrace it.
Revelio.
Is it true? Has someone completed the first 3 trials?
It is, and I have.
But you are so...
Young? I know. You must be Professor PK.
I am.
Pleased to meet you. The pensive memory I just witnessed, was Isadora inhaling painful emotions?
She was.
I was amazed to see that it seemed to give her some sort of power, and that she could harness it. But how?
I worry that you seem more intrigued than repulsed. I hesitate to reveal the location of my pensive to someone who, perhaps, has yet to understand the responsibility of power.
I can assure you, Professor, I do. In fact, what you don't yet know is that a dangerous goblin called Ranrock has accessed the repository at Rookwood Castle. He has learned to harness the contents of it as a source of immense power. He plans to use that power against wizardkind. We have no time to waste.
I see. Nonetheless, the knowledge you shall gain after you witness my memories is too valuable to share without further consideration. I shall require time to confer with the other keepers.
It seems we have no choice but to wait, frustrating as it is. I heard what you told Professor PK. Isadora was inhaling emotions to gain power?
She was. And she pulled emotions, as she did from her father, from Professor Fitzgerald, without permission.
Monstrous.
What's more, she said that she found a way to store the traces of magic she extracted in goblin silver.
The repositories?
Possibly. There's something I didn't get a chance to tell you earlier. Ranrock has been digging at locations tied to the 5 names he found in the journals of a goblin metalworker named Bragball.
5 names? The Keepers, and who else? Isadora Morganac?
Precisely. That's how he's been one step ahead of us. Gringotts, the Tower, Rookwood Castle.
If the Keepers won't tell you where the next trial is yet, I say we at least maintain a watch on Ranrock. Perhaps he'll lead us to more information.
Perhaps. I hope to hear from Lodgok soon. I haven't heard anything since I learned of the drills. Oh, and as you've probably guessed by now, your polyjuice plan worked like a charm.
I knew it would. I may have done too good a job distracting Black. I had no idea he can't hold his fire whiskey.
I shouldn't have reacted so bitterly about your goblin friend. I apologize. I hope we can finish what we started with the triptych. Please meet me at the southern coast. We can search for the final canvas piece.
Revelio. 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 Accio. Revelio.
That relic is the key to saving Anne. I know it. Outside of Feldcrot as soon
Revelio. Revelio.
No sour notes. Let us keep our heads about this. Oh, I'm truly sorry. I didn't think...
Revelio. Revelio.
Duncan owes his reputation to you.
Pardon me, is everything all right?
No, it's not. We only had 2 bells to go, but she just had to go and spoil things.
I'm afraid I don't follow. Who spoiled things? Also, what bells?
Professor Black ordered Mr. Moon to take down the bells in the bell tower. Said they were giving him a headache. Those bells are a part of Hogwarts. I wasn't about to let that happen. So I asked my friend Adelaide to help me put them back. We've always been a duo of sorts, Adelaide and Evangeline. Addie and Evie. Anyway, it was going swimmingly until Black started asking questions. Then she wasn't comfortable with our rule breaking. Now I'm stuck, unable to tell which bell goes where.
Is it really that important that the bells go back up?
Is it really that important? They're part of those bells likely told a young Merlin that he was running late to Charms, or called Ignatia Wildsmith to... We can't simply fiddle with history. We meant to...
It's certainly an odd decree, even for Black, taking down the bells for a headache.
I agree. I thought it might also have been that they interrupted his hourly naps. That's all he does in his office, you know. But then I heard... I heard from Alice, who heard from Ollie, who heard from Eugenia, that it's because the bells... breaks out in a sweat every hour on the hour. But Mum's the...
If only 2 bells are left, isn't it fairly easy to tell which goes where?
Easy for you, perhaps. I happen to be tone deaf. Mother likes to say I couldn't carry a tune if it hopped on my back. No point putting them back in if they don't sound just as they did before, for the sake of historical...
Perhaps I could help put the bells back up.
Really? Oh, that would be wonderful. The bells are in the bell tower, just above... You're certainly of more help than Adelaide.
I imagine the bells are just inside in the bell tower.
In today's lesson, we will cover a truly thrilling event. The Goblin Rebellion of 1752 and all its triumphant tragedy. But more specifically, we will address the devastating effect it had on the wizard milling industry. Throughout the many goblin battles, countless wizard cloaks were lost. Actually, we do know the number. 632. But history occurs outside the classroom. And look, it's time for my constitutional. One can practically osmose the history flowing through Hogwarts.
I think the professor wants us to follow him.
And now for a stroll to the bell tower entrance hall.
Revelio.
Along with the rest of the castle, it was completed in the early Middle Ages. The hall and the bell towers that loom above it contain myriad interesting artifacts. Good to see you again. Recovered from that nasty bout of dragon pox, have we?
That wasn't me, Professor. I'm new here.
Are you? Well then, welcome.
No doubt you're eagerly anticipating my analysis of various wizarding councils, codes, statutes, and of course, goblin rebellions. Not all goblins are rebellious. Some venture into wizarding politics, such as Irgit the Ugly. Some are talented artisans, such as Bragbor the...
Did you say Bragbor? I know that name. Lord Gok said...
Well known for his metalwork. I would imagine much of his goblin wrought iron and... where were we? Oh, back to our class topic for today. Grimbold Weft. Curious students can find...
Revelio.
All students in this period. Oh yes, I see you found Grimbold Weft.
Yes, I rather enjoyed seeking him out.
The thrill of the scholarly pursuit. I know the feeling quite well. Now, let's turn our attention to the agreeability and He's also nearby. See what you can learn. Standing in eternal but symbolic water.
Where can I find that friendly knight you mentioned earlier?
Oh yes, Sir Afpuddle, or rather the statue of Sir Afpuddle. It can be found amongst the other statues of knights. It's easy to identify, as it's been enchanted to wave at those who...
Revelio.
Warm and approachable demeanor was celebrated by old friends and newcomers alike. I encourage...
This unassuming smudge is rumored to be the location of the very first successful use of Bombarda. I suppose successful is a relative term, since whoever cast it didn't live to tell the tale.
Revelio.
The Hogwarts founders could never have achieved such architectural majesty. Powerful majesty.
Revelio.
Our students often complain about the many staircases.
This is a centuries-old likeness of Pangadon. Fearless mouse hunter and devoted study. People have always loved their pets. I find that comforting.
As one would expect.
Professor Binns, I found the statue of Sir Afpuddle.
Ah, well done. Alas, Sir Afpuddle's affability was his undoing. So beloved was he that even... Of course, that did not bode well with the rest of the goblins.
Pity goblins and wizards can't get along.
History does tend to repeat. It is a series of patterns. The wise students, such as yourself...
Revelio.
History is written by those who do their schoolwork, so they say. Or at least, I like to say that.
Finite. Revelio. Revelio. Alohomora.
What do we have here?
Revelio.
Nice to see you, my friend.
Surely.
You're brave though, aren't you? I've seen you in Hogwarts.
Revelio.
Deke has some exciting news to share.
Hello, Deke. Professor Weasley said you had an idea.
Indeed, Deke does. Deke knows that you want to learn about all sorts of beasts, and Deke recently heard rumors of a phoenix nest in a nearby mountain.
A phoenix nest? I wonder if it belongs to the phoenix gnat he mentioned, the one Harlow and the poacher pack are after.
Deke would not doubt it. If Deke has heard of it, surely the nasty poachers have as well, which means it could be in danger.
Well, I'd better go and rescue it then, hadn't I?
Deke is not sure why, but Deke feels that saving a phoenix might help to make amends for what happened with Deke's. Deke hopes that you are able to find the phoenix and bring it to the...
don't think so. Reckon he was still trying to levitate.
Revelio.
Goodness. I didn't know that would even happen.
Hello, Sophronia. That was quite the quiz you gave me. What are you up to now?
Good test of one's knowledge, isn't it? I'm actually working on something equally interesting, but need help from a 5th year, so it's good you came along. Are you familiar with Herodiana Byrne? Don't answer that. Of course you're not. No one's... She's only the single greatest Depulso master of all time. Even taught at Hogwarts, briefly.
How interesting. I'm amazed I've never heard of her.
I often read about great witches in my limited free time. Whilst reading about her, I learned that she built a secret Depulso training. But in typical clever Herodiana fashion, one cannot access it unless one knows Depulso, which of course, 3rd years aren't taught. Quick one, aren't you? Would you get Herodiana's signature outfit and show it to me?
If you tell me where to go, I'll see what I can do about it.
Simply go to the Hall of Herodiana. It's at the base of the defense against... There, you'll find a series of Depulso puzzles. Can see...
Very well. I shall let you know if I find anything.
I can't wait to see Herodiana's famous ensemble. Perhaps I'll make myself a copy.
Hello, I don't believe we've met.
Pleased to meet you. I'm Samantha. Looking forward to beating you at Summoner's Court today.
Yes, I'm ready to play.
My brother's doing well, thanks to you. And he listens to me now. Turns out having beats for feet teaches... Accio! Yes!
Accio!
That was sensational! Accio! How am I to top that? Accio! Yes!
Accio!
How am I to top that? That settles it, then. After your poor show against Natty in class, I thought I could beat you. Appears I overestimated my...
Don't say that, Samantha. You're a fine player.
Well, that's very kind of you. Let's just say if I'm good, I happen to know who you're up against next, and she's no shy opponent. My brother's doing well, thank you. And he listens to me now. Turns out.
It's me, Gareth.
Were you calling me Gareth?
I was. After you helped me with that Fupa feather and potions, I reckoned you might be just the person I need. You see, I have an idea for a fizzing Whizbee-inspired beverage, but I'm missing a...
You and your concoctions. I don't know how you come up with these.
It's a gift, truly. I'd get them myself, but my Aunt Matilda has her eye on me. Thinks I need to focus on potions class. I was hoping you could follow a secret passage to Honeyduke's cellar and grab a few dried billywig stings for me.
Sounds simple enough. And who wouldn't want to go to Honeyduke's?
Ah, the passage is hidden behind the statue of a one-eyed witch in the third-floor corridor. Just tap it with your wand and say, Descendium.
I'll see what I can do, Gareth.
Perhaps I can convince a MECH to help me with my potions homework. Get my aunt to loosen her reins a bit.
I'll need to get those dried billywig stings for Gareth. Too hard to find.
Oh, it's you! Just the person.
Samantha, is everything all right?
No, it's not. It's my brother William. He simply never listened.
I'm sorry, how exactly has he...
Oh, you won't believe it. Truly, but his feet were turned into purple beets. You can I won't even go into the attention he was getting from our garden rabbits before he admitted himself to hospital.
I'm so sorry.
I'm glad you understand. Everyone else just laughs at me as if it's a joke. No compassion at all.
Well, it is an unusual situation. How did your brother end up like this?
It's entirely his own fault. I told him about some research I'd done recently on our ancestor Marmaduke Dale. In particular, my brother's always making fun of my discoveries. This time, he laughed in my face. Told me I'd misinterpreted my... And to prove his point, he went right up to the entrance of the tomb, and poof! His feet
How awful. I can see why you're upset. He definitely...
Exactly! He may be a cape flapper beast, and no one deserves such a fate to last forever. Now I worry that if the curse isn't reversed, it could become permanent. Possibly. The curse stems from a crest that was stolen from Marmaduke. If the crest were returned to its right... You battled trolls when they attacked Hogsmeade, escaped a dragon, and returning a crest to a sarcophagus should be almost effortless.
I can take the crest to Marmaduke's sarcophagus for you.
Oh, thank you! You'll simply go into the tomb where Marmaduke was laid to rest and place the crest on top of his sarcophagus. According to my research, the tomb's been abandoned for centuries, so it should be a fairly simple task. You'll find it just east of the hamlet of Brockburn. Thank you for your help. My family...
Revelio.
Oh dear.
Is everything all right?
Oh, hello. Thank you for asking. I'm Cressida, by the way, and I'm afraid everything's... You see, I'm fond of creating my own charms. Thought I'd perfected my light as a feather charm to use on my library books. My arms get so tired carrying them around all day. But I must have confused the Latin word for feather with bird in my incantation, because when I opened my...
That sounds brilliant, actually.
I collect the books and remove the charm myself, except this isn't the first time one of my charms... Amit told Madame Scribner they were my books flying around, so she said perhaps you could get them for me. There are only 5. She won't be suspicious.
I suppose I could help, if I have...
Oh, I'd very much appreciate it. One of the books is... If you could collect them and bring them to me, I can remove...
I'd sink like a stone.
Going for a swim?
Goodness, no. Though I'm beginning to think I really should learn how. Can't very well be liaison to the mer people if I don't know...
You're a liaison to the mer people?
Well, not technically, no. At least not yet. I'm Nerida, by the way. We didn't officially meet, but we duelled in the...
Yes, of course. Good to...
And you. I am. And there is misunderstood and disregard. I feel that if goblins and centaurs have liaison officers...
I'm impressed. I think reaching out to the mer people is a great...
You do? Oh, thank you. I presented them with a gift a few weeks ago, and they wanted to leave me one as well, in one of their caves. I tried telling them I couldn't swim, but I'm afraid that bit got lost in...
Well, I can swim and could help you if you'd like.
You'd really do that? The last thing I want is for them to think I'd shunned their gift. Now, if I'm not mistaken, I think you can dive...
Revelio.
I can't wait to hear about what you find. One day soon, I'll see for myself. I just know it.
Revelio.
Look at this place. Did the mer people really leave Nerida an artifact?
Revelio.
Incendio. Luma. Now then, I'll need you to come with me. Now for the rest of you.
Bombarda. Incendio.
Lumos.
Revelio. Lumos.
What do we have in here then?
Revelio.
Narada will be happy about this. Your gift from the Mer people was exactly where they said it would be.
Oh, our relationship with them is already...
Then I'm glad we helped to foster some healthy diplomatic relations.
Merlin's beard. I'm going to show it to everyone, including the Ministry. Should I hand deliver? Thank you again. So... I can't wait to study this.
Revelio. Lumos. Revelio. 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 Revelio.
The pink Smedleys will always look upon...
Hello, Grace. What are you doing?
Nice to see you. Thank you again. I've become quite good at Summoner's Court, and I'm waiting for my next opponent. I suppose that's you.
I suppose so.
Shall...
I'm game.
Well... That's the way to do it.
Accio.
You didn't see that. Impressive. That's the way to do it.
Accio.
What a remarkable shot! Well, it appears I've been bested. Well done! Diving, Summoner's Court. Seems there's nothing you...
You played a good game, though, Grace.
I did play. Only one student has ever beaten me. She's very good. But if you play the way you did against me, you might stand a chance.
Ну что ж, ребят, на сегодня я буду заканчивать. Всем спасибо, кто заходил. И по старой нашей традиции, берегите себя и своих близких. Ну а я буду заканчивать. Всем пока-пока.